Hello and welcome to Let's Play 2 on MARQ Sports Network, proudly presented by Sloan. It was a pretty busy week for David Ross and your 2023 Cubs. With 7 games in 7 days to close out the road trip, there was no time to get lax. Everyone had to lock in.
This is the best game that Fulmer has had in a Cub uniform, right here tonight.
And while winning 7 out of 7 is always the goal, the Cubs still found ways to give us a lot to look forward to in June.
There's a lot of things going on right now that might be a season changer.
Whether it's the dawning of a new closer,
Adbert Alzolay strikes out Brandon Crawford looking.
or the battle for DH,
We might have found our designated hitter finally.
there was no shortage of action from the Cubbies out west this week.
I mean, what a change. What a change we have seen.
You won't need your spurs for this one, but you should still saddle up and settle in for this week's edition of Let's Play 2, proudly presented by Sloan. With the Cubs trying to keep things close on Monday, Christopher Morel went about as far as he could go to turn this deep drive into a mere sac fly.
Back some more, near the wall, jumps, and he makes the catch. Tagging and scoring from third is Machado. That's a heck of a grab by Morel in center field. Wow.
It looked like Chris reached his glove up above the top of the barrier and pulled it back.
Boy, if it's not a home run, it's going to hit right at the top of the wall. But a great play by Morel as he gets back to that center field wall, makes the catch, fires the ball in. So great play by Morel.
Mike Tauchman had a tough assignment ahead of him on Tuesday in the form of funky lefty Tyler Anderson. But with a couple of ducks on the pond, Tauchman found the pitch he needed to bring him home.
Base hit, and that's going to score 2. Suzuki is in. Gomes on his heels. Mike Tauchman delivers a 2-run single, and the Cubs take the lead, 2-0.
Well, Tauchman neutralized that pitch by Anderson, and this is his approach. He's so good at staying closed long enough to take the ball up the middle. Get the base hit, put the barrel on the ball, good things can happen. In this case, 2 runs.
And with Tauchman on second and Wisdom on first, Matt Mervis came through with the Cubs' second big knock of the inning.
Fair ball, that's going to get in the corner. Racing around third is Tauchman. Wisdom coming around. Into second is Mervis. And the Cubs have doubled their lead. It's 4-0. It's a 2-run double for Mash.
Almost 110-mile-an-hour exit velo. See, not a big swing. Didn't try to go deep. Just said, let me make contact here. Good things will happen, and they certainly did.
Trey Mancini brought his extra base bat to work this week, smacking a 2-bagger to get the Cubs on the board on Wednesday.
And then a touchdown for a hit. Around and into scores Mike Tauchman. Trey Mancini into second, and the DH delivers. It's an RBI double.
He's been cruising along, winding up, and now he has to work from a different delivery point, maybe changing that tilt of the slider, but enough that the Cubs are making adjustments.
Miguel Amaya followed in Trey's footsteps and continued his big week with another ribeye steak.
Base hit left field. Here's Mancini around third. He's in to score. Amaya's given the Cubs the lead. It's 2-1.
That was a nice piece of hitting by Amaya, because Correa tried to quick pitch him a little bit with the fastball, throwing so many sliders. He's like, oh, I'm going to try to get a little bit more velocity by rushing to the plate, but he caught a lot of the plate, and the Cubs get on the board again.
If you can believe it, Christopher Morel had gone 11 games since his last home run. That all changed Saturday night by the Bay.
That ball is off the top of the wall and bouncing down. Morel racing around second, heading to third. He's going to have a triple, or is that a home run? That is a home run for Morel. It hit the area above the bricks, and the Cubs get another home run. Morel with a solo opposite field home run, and the Cubs lead 2-0.
Very tough to see whether it was going to be a home run or not, right? It's a high towering shot off the bat of Morel, and it hits on top of the Levi's landing sign in right field, straight right.
Dansby Swanson is making a strong case to be the National League's starting shortstop in the All-Star game. And that case keeps getting stronger with each swing of the bat.
Lines one to left center field, a gapper base hit. It's going to drive in a pair. It's a 2-run double for Dansby Swanson, and the Cubs lead 5-0.
You had the right guy at home plate at the right time. Scattered, he made sure that he went with that off-speed pitch. He made him throw it for a strike, and he made him pay for it.
If you haven't already, make sure you vote Dansby. Matt Mervis wasn't going to let the Bay Breeze stop him on Saturday night. So instead, he just hit one right through it.
This ball's got a chance. Gone. All the way into the Bay. McCovey Cove, a home run for Matt Mervis. And the Cubs lead 1-0.
That'll put a smile on your face. For Mervis, big swing of the bat. Just one of those things the Cubs are really hoping that Matt can really get, just kind of settle into being a big league hitter. Right? He's had such success in the minor leagues over the last year and a half. And, you just want him to just settle in and relax and do what he was doing in the minor leagues.
The Cubs made things go thump in the ninth this week.
It's gone. Cubs go back to back. First Gomes, now Mancini.
Extra base hits are coming your way when we return to Let's Play 2, proudly presented by Sloan. Welcome back to Let's Play 2 on MARQ Sports Network, presented by Sloan. It had been almost a month since Yan Gomes' last home run, but on Sunday in San Diego, he got his bat back on track.
Yan Gomes hits one in the air, deep center field. Back is Grisham. That ball's at the wall, gone. Yan Gomes puts a charge in one, and the Cubs lead 2-0. Just to the left of dead center, about 425 feet away.
Let's take a look at it. Dead center field, dead center location. I mean, you saw Grisham kind of jog back. He knew he had no chance.
And when Trey Mancini, who hadn't homered since April 26th, stepped up next, another streak was snapped.
Here's a deep drive to left. Back is Soto. The Cubs go back to back. Trey Mancini with a long home run, and the Cubs lead 3-0.
First Gomes, now Mancini.
Mancini's fourth of the year. A line smash, and it cleared the fence easily, about 10 rows deep.
And if 2 RBI extra base hits wasn't enough, Mancini made it 3 in 5 games on Thursday night.
It's hammered left field, heading towards the corner. Here comes Amaya in to score. Mancini into second. A rocket double, and the Cubs strike first. It's 1-0.
Yeah, good at bat for Trey. He got a pitch inside, little slider. Got the head of the bat out to it. Just hooks this ball down into the corner. Excellent start for the Cubs here in the second. With Amaya single off the slider. And then Mancini with the double.
Pretty good low ball hitter down in the zone. He's got that kind of power. But it's good to see him turning on a ball with authority. Power hasn't been there for a while, and he got a hold of that one.
At his introductory press conference back in 2022, Seiya Suzuki gave a special shout-out to one big leaguer.
Mike Trout, I love you.
With the Cubs out west to play the Angels, he got a chance to meet his hero.
He wears number 27 because of his favorite player, Mike Trout, and we have been anticipating the moment he would finally get to meet his idol, and today that moment finally happened. Take a look at what unfolded pregame. It was a brief meeting between Trout and Seiya, but during batting practice, the two caught up. I asked Seiya, what did Trout say to you? And he said, I don't know, I blacked out. But Toy was able to remember some of the conversation, and Trout said that he would share a bat, an autographed bat, with Seiya, and Seiya told me that he would wear that along with his Trout jersey that he already owns. So Seiya certainly appreciated the time that Trout gave him, and it was a moment he'll never forget, guys.
Drew Smyly has quietly been one of the most dependable pitchers in the National League so far this season. He entered Thursday's start against the Angels with a 3.29 ERA and was looking to go even lower.
He got him. So that curveball had Ohtani out front. There's one away.
Despite striking out Ohtani in the first, Smyly only notched 4 punch-outs against a dangerous Angels lineup. Instead, he let the Angels get themselves out on weak contact and pitches out of the strike zone.
Pop fly. This is going to be an easy play for Wisdom, and the infield fly rule is in effect again, and that's out number 2. Back-to-back infield fly rule pop flies. You don't see that every day.
But against Mike Trout, Drew didn't want to risk any balls in play.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. What a job by Smiley. Gets 2 pop-ups and a strikeout and gets out of the jam.
Smiley's 2 earned runs over 6 innings actually lowered his season ERA to 3.27. That's worth smiling about. We're more than halfway through our show, so we're getting ready to hand it over to the bullpen.
In there, ball game, Cubs win.
Red-hot relievers make their way to the mound when we come back to Let's Play 2, proudly presented by Sloan. Welcome back to Let's Play 2 on MARQ Sports Network, presented by Sloan. The last time Michael Fulmer recorded 6 outs in one game, it was a sight to behold.
Michael Fulmer working 2 shutout innings to get the save.
So when he was tasked with 2 innings again on Tuesday, it was only natural he looked great again.
The Angels do have the bases loaded with nobody out. Michael Fulmer, the new man on the mound, and he'll face Matt Thaiss.
Swing and a miss. And Thaiss is gone.
Look at this location. I mean, this appears, tempts you into thinking it's a strike, and it was.
Boy, now you can really use that ground ball.
Grounded to short. Swanson to second. Horner to first. Call it to a double play. Excellent job by Michael Fulmer.
After stranding those 3 inherited runners, he went back to work in the 8th.
Fulmer able to get the strikeouts, or Shella is gone.
The Cubs defense made sure to back him up too.
Nice diving play. Horner steals a hit from Mickey Moniak. Gold Glove will be in his future, that's for sure.
Fulmer did used to be a starter, so maybe long relief is where he shines brightest.
This is the best game that Fulmer has had in a Cub uniform, right here tonight.
With the Cubs leading 7-1 in the 3rd on Sunday, Ian Happ was determined to keep the Padres from getting any momentum started.
Hard hit ball to left. Happ is back. Makes the catch up against the left field fence. Holding at second on the play is Tatis.
Excellent play by Ian. 2 away. Tatis stays at second.
I mean, what a change. What a change we have seen from Ian Happ defensively over the last couple of years. I mean, he finally got an opportunity to play the same position day after day. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. You can't hit it any harder than that. I mean, he's going to have to move that 1 Gold Glove over that he won last year.
Nico Horner may not have been in the starting lineup on Friday night, but with the Cubs trailing by a run, he got the call from David Ross to pinch hit with the bases loaded.
The base hit. Suzuki in, Happ on his heels. Nico Horner, first pitch swinging it, and he delivers. And the Cubs have the lead. It's 2-1. Not wasting any time.
You know, it was so funny that he was not feeling good about it. He felt like I'm okay. I'll get out of this. I've been in it before. Comes up there, gets a ball elevated, puts the barrel on it, finds a hole up the middle, and the Cubs find themselves with the lead.
After a walk and a wild pitch, it was catcher Tucker Barnhart who found himself suddenly in a bases-loaded situation.
Base hit center field. In to score is Mervis. Stopping at third is Nico Horner, and a big hit for Tucker Barnhart. It's 3-1.
There's a lot of things going on in this inning right now that might be a season changer. Right back up the middle. Contact out in front of home plate. Some of the things that David Ross told us about, he was going to talk to the team about.
Whatever David Ross said to the team before Friday's game worked. We said last week that Adbert Alzolay is making a strong case for closer.
He's got the confidence. You can just tell being around him that he finally has that feeling that, yeah, you know what, I had the potential to be here. I belong here now.
And David Ross must agree, because we saw another of Adbert's auditions when he took to the mound in a 1-run game against the Giants on Friday.
Adbert Alzolay carves up Wilmer Flores, and there's 2 down.
I just love that holy bat right there. 0-2 pitch just off the corner. 1-2 pitch just off the corner. You're not going for it? All right. I got the ability now to throw it for a strike when I want to.
Crawford with a double in 3 trips.
Now you got to be careful because you know he's looking to hit a home run.
Giants down to their last strike, the 1-2. Called strike 3, and the Cubs win the ball game. Adbert Alzolay strikes out Brandon Crawford, looking And this ball game is over, and the Cubs have beaten the Giants by a score of 3-2.
Well, with Crawford at the plate, and he takes a fastball knee high right down the middle.
Outstanding. I love the emotion right there. You know what, Mr. Alzolay, I got a feeling you need to get ready to do more of that.
Mike Tauchman has been quite the pleasant surprise for the Cubs this season. But on Saturday night, he made his best impression yet.
Here's a deep drive to right center. On the run, Tauchman back toward the wall. Dives. Did he make the catch? I think he made a fantastic catch. Mike Tauchman running full speed, diving backhanded catch. One of the best catches I've seen in a long, long time. Sensational.
Well, off the bat, I think it's a homer, and then I kind of see it's coming up short maybe in that alleyway there. That's Triple's alley, and he lays out one of the best catches I've ever seen, for sure.
Incredible, incredible play by Tauchman.
Had enough of Marcus Stroman this season?
Carpenter is out on strikes. Beautiful changeup. Another perfect inning for Marcus Stroman.
We didn't think so. The Stro Show strikes twice when we come back to Let's Play 2, proudly presented by Sloan. Welcome back to Let's Play 2 on MARQ Sports Network, presented by Sloan. Coming into June, Marcus Stroman may have been the hottest starting pitcher in all of baseball. After back-to-back dazzling starts, Stro took to the mound in sunny San Diego on Sunday.
Strike 3. Got him with a sinker. Soto stranded at first.
Check swing. That's going to be a strike. He tried to hold up, couldn't do it. That's strike 3.
After being handed a huge lead by the offense, Stro went into cruise control, making sure the Padres never had a chance to start mounting a comeback.
Good changeup gets him, and that's out number 2.
Excellent pitch by Stro.
Called strike 3. Got him with a fastball, 92 miles per hour. And Stroman came off the mound looking a little awkward after that delivery. Is he okay?
I don't know if that was a awkward land or just a dance move. I'm not quite sure. Good breaking ball right on the inside corner.
It's not an injury. It's just the Stroman shuffle.
And I think it was more of a little dance move after the strikeout.
Stroman danced his way into the win column again, allowing just a single unearned run over 6 strong innings.
Carpenter is out on strikes. Beautiful changeup. Another perfect inning for Marcus Stroman.
Stroman double-dipped this week, making starts on both Sunday and Friday. And while this one started with a little trouble,
hits it right on the button.
2 men on with nobody out.
Stroman found his groove in no time.
It's almost like in your mind, he's going to get a ground ball at somebody.
He gets a ground ball at somebody who throws it to another person and on to first in a double play.
Didn't you feel that way? I mean, it's what we've seen all year long.
Yep.
Took his time getting it to home plate, kind of setting the hitter up.
And a swing and a miss. And how about Stroman?
Stro had the strikeout stuff going early, but we all know it's the ground ball where he makes his money.
On the ground to the right side, Madrigal gets it to Swanson for 1, on to first, 2, the second double play that the Cubs have turned tonight.
Stroman pitched efficiently and effectively against a hot San Fran lineup, despite navigating some runners on the base paths in nearly every inning.
And Stroman able to do the job. We'll head to the 5th.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good changeup that time.
9 big outs. Starts with 1 more strike right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So Stroman able to do the job.
Do the job indeed. Stroman finished with 6 2/3 of 2-run ball and nabbed his 5th consecutive victory, moving to 7-4.
He'll get a rousing ovation from the Cub fans. Another strong outing for him.
The Cubs were already in the midst of a big afternoon when Miguel Amaya stepped to the plate in the 3rd on Sunday. And yet, he found a way to make things even bigger.
Deep drive to left. This is going to be his first big league home run. Miguel Amaya, a long 2-run homer, and the Cubs lead 7-0. Numero uno.
I got a feeling somebody in that clubhouse is headed out to try to figure out how to get that baseball back. Yeah. There's his buddy, Christopher Morel. They played a lot of baseball together. They came up together. Hey, we might have found our designated hitter finally.
And if he keeps playing like this, the Cubs are going to have to find room for him every day. Kyle Hendricks was the second Cubs starter to pitch twice this week. And despite putting together a nice start in San Diego, he threw his best game in a long time on Saturday night. He may have been helped out by the San Francisco breeze on some long flies early.
That goes Morel on the warning track way out near the 415 sign, makes the catch.
But he had the Giants off balance all night.
Hendricks, a good fielder, makes the play, throws to first in time.
He didn't even record a strikeout until the 5th inning.
Out in front, a swing and a miss by Yastrzemski. Strike 3, 2 away.
Little changeup and an excellent one from Hendricks to Yastrzemski.
It was all weak contact for the professor, who was masterful in the nightcap, walking only one and taking a no-hit bid further than any other pitcher in the league this season.
Third base side of the mound, Hendricks has it, throws him out. 7 innings. The Giants do not have any base hits.
That's right. 7 2/3 no-hit innings.
Yastrzemski hits a ground ball. Horner backhands it, throws to first. Out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the 8th inning.
He may not have been able to complete the historic feat.
And the Giants have their first hit of the day. Hendricks walking around.
And one of the few pitches that he's thrown that was elevated and in the middle of the plate. And it got banged off the left field wall. But what a great effort to go to the no-hitter. And now he only one hit here with 7 2/3.
Sabol hits a routine fly ball to left. Ian Happ's going to make the catch. And that ends the inning.
But he looked as good, if not better, than the Kyle Hendricks of years past.
I've been feeling good in the last few starts. Honestly, felt like I was catching my rhythm, making a lot of good pitches, and the rhythm today was just better. Still some things to improve and work on, but definitely feeling good about it. Yeah, you realize pretty early, what you're doing, and I realized I'd walked the guy already, so I didn't want to pitch around guys to get it necessarily. I just wanted to stay on the attack, keep making my pitches, and whatever happens, happens.
That's all for this week. Thanks for watching Let's Play 2, proudly presented by Sloan. We'll see you next time.